Hello, are you trying to fall asleep? Well, maybe a few stories can help you. I have some school stories that can maybe help you fall asleep. I guess I'll start with my fourth grade teacher. In fourth grade, I had two teachers, the vice principal and a regular teacher. The reasoning for that is because the regular teacher worked part-time, so we needed another teacher to work the days that she wouldn't be working because she had a child. So this vice principal hated me, absolutely hated me, and I don't really remember why, but I remember feeling pretty bad about it. I'd do my homework, I think. I don't remember just not doing my homework, but I don't know why a teacher would have beef with me when I was only like 9 or 10 years old, but it's whatever. I remember this one time we were going to a museum for a field trip, and normally we eat lunch in the cafeteria, but on this day we had to eat lunch in the classroom so that we can make it to the bus on time and get to the museum. And you can tell it's a short field trip because it was after lunch. It was maybe like a 3-hour field trip. Well, during lunch in our classroom, I was talking to my friends, and I don't remember what we were talking about. We were doing whatever, I guess. And the vice principal, or my teacher, came up to me and told me to stop bothering people, which I thought it was weird. I was just talking to my friends and stuff, and that year was kind of friends-wise because kindergarten through third grade, I had this one friend, and we were in our class together, and then we weren't in fourth grade for some reason. But then back in fifth grade, we were friends again because we had class together. But in fourth grade, it wasn't like that. So I was talking to my friends, and when the teacher told me to stop bothering them, she took me outside the classroom into the hallway and told me to just sit down and stop bothering them. Which, I didn't really feel like I was bothering anyone, and I wanted to talk to my friends like everyone else, and I felt like I should be able to. So she did tell me to sit down and be quiet, but instead I went back to my friends and started talking to them again. And well, that didn't go on for too long. My teacher pulled me out of the classroom again, and she got mad at me for not listening. So she sent me to the principal's office. And this was the first time I ever had to go to the principal's office. I didn't really expect it at all. I've never really gotten in deep trouble, especially in elementary school. So this was weird to me. So I walked down to the principal's office, and the principal was kind of scary. He looks down on you when you're sitting in your chair and just talks in his very authoritative, I am the principal voice, and told me to listen to my teacher and stuff. And well, I didn't cry when I was getting lectured like that, but I was definitely on the verge of tears. But I don't think anything came of it. I think I told my mom what happened and my sister, but I didn't really get in trouble at home or anything. I just told them exactly what happened. I was talking to my friends, and the teacher didn't like that for some reason. And there's been other times where that teacher has done weird things before. Like, I didn't go to school one day because I was sick, and the teacher called my house, and I don't remember if I picked up or maybe no one picked up, and I think she left a message, and the message said something about me being a class clown or something. And honestly, I remember my sister and my mom reading that message, and they just laughed. And I didn't really understand what the class clown was at that time, but now that I do, I don't even remember what I did to be considered a class clown. I mean, usually the class clown makes like everyone in the class laugh at the expense of the teacher and stuff, but I don't think I did anything like that. And I don't know, I thought I was gonna get in huge trouble. I remember hiding under my blanket on the couch, and I mean, they were just laughing, so it's like, whatever. I don't think anything bad ever came of it. And this one time, this is a really funny moment that my mom still won't let me live down. But one time I was on my mom's email, and I don't even know how I got the teacher's email address, but maybe they were emailing or something about my behavior. And I emailed her, "How is David?" My first name, if you weren't aware. I said, "How is David? Is he good or bad?" Which, I mean, it's fine English. It's just worded like a 9-year-old emailed the teacher, not the parent. But the teacher did respond, and I don't know why I thought this was gonna work. But my mom was like, "I never sent this email. Who sent this email? Was David good or bad?" And I mean, I don't know why I thought that they wouldn't think it was me. But I said it was me, and I don't even remember what she said. Maybe my mom can find the email if she saved it, but she mentions it a lot. How I emailed my teacher asking if I was good or bad, which is pretty funny, but it's also kind of lame that my fourth grade teacher really made me think I was bad. I mean, maybe I was a bad person, but I don't know. I don't think I was bad. Well, it's whatever now, I guess. I don't really know where she is anymore. I don't think she's the vice principal anymore. I think actually after that year, we got a new principal and a new vice principal. So yeah, that was weird. I don't really know where she is right now. My next school story is from 7th grade. My US geography or US history teacher had a baby, so she was gone for 3 months. And we had this one teacher. He was not an assistant teacher, but a sub for those 3 years. And one time he asked me what we did for that weekend. And I raised my hand and he called on me, and I told him I got Chapstick this weekend. And he didn't even like say this under his breath, but he was like, "That's stupid, you're stupid." And like people laughed and stuff, but I didn't really realize he said that until a bit later when I had to turn something in. And when I came up to him to turn it in, he said, or he apologized for calling me stupid and stuff like that. And I said it's okay. But I don't know, that's kind of weird. I mean, obviously I was being dumb telling him that I got Chapstick over the weekend, like everyone else says, like, "Ooh, I went to the beach" or something like that. And like obviously getting Chapstick isn't as cool or like important, but it's whatever. It's still something that happened, I guess. And here comes my last story, working at a clothing store. We had this one customer come in my line, and she gave me shoes, completely beaten up. Like, I could tell that the shoes normally had buttons on it, like buttons of stars, sparkly stars, and the shoes were just so dirty, like definitely used, definitely overused if the stars are falling out and stuff. And she was demanding a return. Well, I asked her for a receipt, and she didn't have it. And I said that I can't really, like, do a return with the receipt. But I didn't even get to the part of, like, I can't take these back because they're just so dirty and stuff, and, like, worn out. But she's not taking no for an answer. And, like, I know for sure that, if she did have her receipt, or, like, she did have it, but it was probably, like, from years before, because they were just so worn out. And, like, we had a month policy on returns, so if she had those shoes for over a year, we wouldn't be able to take them back. But she made me call my manager, so my manager came, and she's like, we can't take these shoes, they look very worn out. And the customer told us that, she just bought them, like, recently, and her granddaughter wore them once. You know, like, she's being a total Karen. And we have to tell her that, like, these look, like, definitely overworn, like, it's falling apart, the shoes aren't fully together. And she was like, I don't know what to tell you, my granddaughter wore them once on the playground, and that's what they look like now. And we're just like, we can't take this, like, it's completely ruined, we can't resell this or anything, like, we're just gonna take it at a loss. And she wouldn't budge, and she had the audacity to keep going and fighting it, trying to get us to do a return on the shoes. Well, we had to call more managers, more supervisors, to the point where we had 3 people at my cashier thing, the register, telling her we can't take these shoes back. And she still just won't take no for an answer. And this part always bothers me the most, but we had to take the shoes back. We had to let her do the return. And I don't know why. I mean, I feel like we could have simply just ignored her, but I'm sure the store would be under fire or something if we ignored her or something. I don't know. But eventually we just had to, like, return the shoes, and we probably threw them away or something. It was kind of annoying. I went through all of that trying to tell her that I can't take the shoes back, you don't even have a receipt. And I don't even think she had the same card. When we do returns and you pay by card, you have to use the same card to get your money back. And she didn't even have that either, so that was just the icing on the top of the cake. There's just so much wrong going on with it. Are you tired yet? Well, sometimes my dad would tell me bedtime stories about monkeys, and the monkey would actually be me. Talking about my day, like if we went to the park, my dad would make a story of a monkey that went to a park and stuff like that. It's very cute. Maybe I can tell you some monkey stories in the future, but for now, I should let you get some rest. Good night, and thank you for listening to my stories.